Hello everyone, I am very glad to be in your space once more after a long while. I had to do a short break because I've been engaged in so many activities, so many endeavors. I'm very excited to be in your space once more. This is Learn with Agogo. As you know, this platform is a way of giving back to community, to the society, by way of briefing you best practice in the area of data analysis, project management, and other related matters. So today we'll be looking at the use of dataset on today's training. So we will be using Databricks to analyze data. Prior now, I've done a video on how you can make use of SQL to analyze data that you've generated from projects. Today we'll be using Databricks. It's a very robust platform that you can use to analyze your data set. So as you know, I've got open here the free edition, and with that you can use comfortably to analyze your data. Okay, but put at the back of your mind privacies, because you don't want to be sharing your company data on platforms like this without the permission of your organization. But for this data, it is generated using Gemini, so I don't have issue. It's just a simulated data that was generated using AI Gemini. Okay, so I'll quickly open that. I've stored that tables on my system. So as you can see, this is the project resource, tax resource. Comes up the project data first. Okay, so that is being uploaded. So as you can see, it is an Excel file, and it is telling me that this data has been uploaded prior. So I can say override if I want. Okay, so it's just to show you how this information are uploaded into the system. Okay, so let's assume that we've got that uploaded. Let me go back. So that is just to show you how to upload your data from your desktop, whatever the case may be. And let me go to on my query section. So on the query section, I've got the various data that I have worked with prior. So let me cancel these ones. Okay, so it's just for me to open a new query. So like as I've previously highlighted, I've got those datas on there. So it's just for me to upload those datas. Okay, it's just for me to upload those datas. Okay, so we want to look at the table project. Say select using usual select module, and from put our projects. Okay, and we run it. So that table, so this is our project table, and we want to select as well our as well our tax. Okay, so let's run that. Let me align those. to be big. So you can see that for the tags, and let's select from, not tags, let's select tag summary, tags results, and run the selected one. Okay, so that's for tags results. Select from. Okay, so let's analyze. So let's look for a monthly plan versus actual plan, actual cost, actual cost rate. So to write that query, it's prompting me to. So let's select our months. And let's sum our plan costs. Plan cost as plan cost tab, and let's okay, let's sum our actual as actual, and you can see it's prompting me plan minus this as cost variance. So change that to cost to variance. Let's put variance there. And let's select from cost summary, and let's group it by months. We group order by months. So that's the beauty of this. It prompts you, and let's execute. So this is for the months. So let's go to our dashboard to create that. So we click on here, create. So let's bring our data, create that from our sheet, just for us to come in here and copy this, take that to the dashboard, this as projects underscore dashboard and sheets. Dashboard. So let's put in that and run. So let's add the name for this table. So let's say number one, monthly plan versus actual costs trend. Okay, right, so let's come here. So now let's add our table to present what we've got there. So click on this. So we're clicking this very one in there. Okay, so now we've created our table. We can change the table type. So this one is bar. You can change it to combo if you want. We can change it to area if you want. Okay, so anyone that you think will represent what you are thinking to the management, can put it as a line graph. So for me, I prefer the area, so I'll do just the area. So you can see that is the total actual cost against the plan actual cost. Okay, so I've saved it and that has been placed there. Okay, so we can also add and remove title if we want. We can add description to highlight more information. So you can say this query aggregates the financial data by months to track the budget variance over time. Okay, so you can put in that description, and this is for monthly. You can change that to quarterly. Don't do yearly. You can do monthly as well, and you can do weekly, depending on what you are looking at representing. Okay, so this is for weekly. Okay, so let's do the monthly. And that is for that. So let's, and that is for that. So let's represent another table. by creating a new query. So the next query we'll be creating will be for project composition by category. So we want to check the project composition by category. Projects has total budget, budget total. Okay, sum as. Alright, so we've got that presented out, so we can take this and take this and bring it to our dashboard. Put that here. Let's reduce that a little bit. Let's put that here. So our query, go back to our query. So we need to create the data first. Let's create that data. Okay. And let's store that data, rename it as project portfolio. Composition by category. Okay. And let's go to our dashboard and let's add the feeds. So let's do by category and let's superimpose by count. Use bar chart instead. Click on category and add count. Houses, use category. Nope, let's reverse that. Okay. Pie chart. Let me see. this on this side, bring it down a bit. Okay, let's have a third query. So on this one we want to check the top 10 projects. Budget versus actual spending. So let's select all from budgets, from projects, run that. So we want to join the cost summary against the projects on this one. So let's run this. So that's the correct stuff to do. Right, so that is for the top 10. Run that again. Right, so let's go to our dashboard and add that. And put the top 10 there. On the x-axis, project name, and the y-axis will be amount. Okay. Let's go back to our data, descending order, budget by descending order, budget by descending order. Okay, so we want to run that aggregate by descending order. Okay, so We want to increase actual budget on project name. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, and let's create, say please create bar chart showing the budget versus actual spending, brackets, top 10 projects. Let's see. Please create a bar chart representation showing budgets versus actual spending, top 10 projects. Right. We don't need to add the annotation because this one is better like this. So let's do the last one. And we are done for today's training. So let's create a new query and rename. So this one will be for operational tax status summary. Let's just quickly pop in that query and run it. It will work. Right, so we've got that, and let's go to our dashboard and present that. Let's align that. Click on tax status distribution. So for the tax status distribution, let's use bar chart, and we can change the color if we want. Okay. And change the colors, pending, amber. Let's say add colors. Okay. So as you can see, we've added those colors. And change this to in progress is green, and change this to pending, put amber, and completed. Let's say completed is green, in progress is amber, pending is red. Say in progress is amber and pending is red. So that is how we go about that. And like as I previously highlighted, you can put your description on there. And that. So that is how you can present your data sets. Okay, let's use this one. Bring that to the side. So with this, management can easily see what is happening. Take that off. Okay. Right. So that is done. So that is for your project dashboard. Okay. So I believe you've learned one or two things from today's section. Please do well to subscribe, and on our subsequent one we will look at other things. Okay, thank you very much for your time today.